How's it going, guys and gals? About to hit a nice workout right now. It's summertime, it's pretty hot, and I need to stay hydrated, excuse me. And speaking of hydration, I want to talk about water, but more specifically, answer the question of does drinking a lot more water help you lose weight? Now, the answer to this is a two-part. Directly, drinking water will not magically help you lose weight. Indirectly, it will, but let me explain. So in order to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit of 3,500 calories. That's through a combination of your basal metabolic rate, which is basically, in regular terms, how much calories you burn by just breathing and living, through diet, diet by eating less, and exercising by moving around, running, walking, hiking, whatever, swimming, etc., etc. By doing this, you will lose 1 true pound with a 3,500 caloric deficit. Now, drinking water has 0 calories, but it's not going to magically help you lose weight. You're not going to gain any weight, but you're not going to lose any weight because there's no deficit. It's just like a break even. However, if you made this far in this video, indirectly, drinking a lot more water can help you lose weight, and this is very important to hear. The reason is that the thirst mechanism, when you feel thirsty, it's very deceiving and it's very strong, and that signal can often be mistaken for hunger. So when you think you're hungry, oh man, you got the munchies, you want to eat something, in actuality, you're really thirsty and you're dehydrated. So a lot of people, they end up overeating because they feel like they're hungry, but in actuality, they're just not drinking enough water. And this is where drinking a lot more water can help you indirectly lose weight. Because if you start to drink more water, then you won't be as thirsty, and that false mechanism that's tricking your brain and body and mind into thinking that you're hungry, it'll be tamed a little bit more because you'll be more hydrated, if that kind of makes sense. So in general, how much water to drink, that's going to depend on your activity level, how much physical aerobic activity you're getting, or anaerobic physical activity. That's going to matter, obviously, your weight and your height. So your weight, height, and activity level. But in general, you may have heard the standard, 8-ounce glasses of water, which is 64 ounces. That's a good starting baseline. But like I said, it's going to vary from person to person. What I recommend is to get like a water bottle. There's so many out there. Get an Nalgene bottle and set some, I don't have a visual on me, but set some small goals. So I have one that's like 32 ounces, and kind of like, don't force yourself. You don't want to like get sick to your stomach, but kind of keep track a little bit of how much you're drinking, and then see if you could drink a little bit more. And if you're feeling cotton mouth, then you're 100% probably you're not drinking enough water. So like for me, in general, I go to work, by 7 a.m. and by noon, I usually have 2 32-ounce Nalgene bottles, and that's 64 ounces. And in a 8-hour shift, I typically will drink 3 Nalgene bottles that's 96 ounces. And then I'll top one off later on, because I drink over a gallon, which is probably considered a lot, but I'm very active. I'm hitting more cardio, and I'm like I said, very active person. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Drink a lot of water. I mean, your body is primarily made of water, so you need to stay hydrated. That's my time. Thanks for watching. Comments, questions, always welcome. Subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.